Welcome to another AWS Unorganized. I'm your host, Philip, the Flying Philip. And today, we have ourselves a battle of the bands. As your favorite Martian, Puff Puff, Deejay, Benatar, and Axel take on the newest band, Sing in the Ring, the edgiest boy band of all time. Dexter Lumis, Demi-fiend, Ghostface, and Shadow the Hedgehog. I, of course, am your host, Philip, the Flying Philip. And let me tell you, this Unorganized is going to be something to remember for the long run. That is for certain. Now, in case you haven't noticed, the YFM has had a variety of different designs here. Deejay borrowing his Gen 1 look, Benatar borrowing the Gen XP 1.5 would be Maker Studios era, and then finally Puff and Axel sporting their new looks. So just some little note of here, and this is also a Civil War match. Now for those who are not in the know, a Civil War match functions quite similarly to a Survivor Series match, where it's an elimination tag team match. However, with the Civil War, unlike Survivor Series, the Civil War has no disqualifications. It's supposed to be no countouts, though the ref of Unlimited made a mistake in that front. And then, of course, falls count anywhere, no matter where you get pinned. So it's basically like an extreme Survivor Series in a way. One where nothing is... Basically, there aren't really any rules in the Civil War match. Except maybe rope breaks, because for some reason in 2K22 you can't turn that feature off, even in False Count Anywhere matches. I don't know how that works, but either way, here comes your favorite Martian, fresh off their Orphan Tears trilogy, but it seems that they forgot Axel, or Benatar. Yeah, guys, you forgot Benatar. He's still in the back. Blonde guy, tall head. Very tall head, I must add. Almost a cone head, Benatar is. You guys just gonna go out without him? I mean, this isn't character, I'll give them that, but you forgot your key top. Oh wait, here it comes. Wait for me! Okay, as Benatar runs to the ring. Okay, he made it. He's with his team now. Alright, rather interesting prank/mind game YFM is playing against their own teammate ahead of a Civil War match, but hey, he's in the ring now. That is what matters. And now here comes the band that just released their first single, and goddamn it, they forgot Shadow. You know what? Okay, there's Shadow. He just happens to be standing perfectly still while floating next to them. Totally not a random picture of Shadow I had to throw him, because for some reason this game refuses, and I mean utterly refuses, to have 4 people come out at the same time. I don't know what is up with this glitch, but it is very bizarre. I'm not a fan of it. Please, breaking the fourth wall, please patch this 2K. Like, people like stables. Why can't people enter as stables? I mean, heck, in the previous... But 2K's credit seems they are kind of working on it. In the previous patch, only 2 people would enter at a time, wouldn't even have 3-man entrances, so at least they got that part fixed, so maybe they're taking their steps towards it. I want to have faith in them. It's a much better game than 2K20, I want to keep it that way. But anyway, back to getting a character, as Sing in the Ring. A band that has one single is challenging a band that was together for 2 years, split up for nearly 10, and then recently decided to make a comeback. So I guess it's kind of anyone's game here. Rookies versus Rust right here. Although to Sing in the Ring's credit, both Ghostface and Demi-fiend have competed on AWS before, and Lumis obviously has experience as a pro wrestler, so perhaps Sing in the Ring has the advantage as we get Pretty Boy versus Pretty Boy to start us off in this match. In fact, each member kinda has a matching thing now that... Oh, it's Dick Stunner. What the fuck was that? As Demi-fiend goes for a rather interesting maneuver and decides to jump face first to the outside onto nobody. I don't know if, like, John Cena was attempting to interfere in the match or what, or if Demi-fiend just lost it from being in a boy band randomly. I don't know, but this is, I don't think that ended well for him. Like, if he was not the universal reset. Oh, ref getting into Benatar's way, and Benatar responds with a huge T-bone suplex onto him. This is the second unorganized in a row where a referee gets beat up. Like, should I tell Philip to train his referees a little better? I feel like this is starting to become an issue, and it's getting me rather concerned. Benatar, though, using a lion salt off of Demi-fiend, a very creative offense, as it appears that the muscle of Sing in the Ring, Dexter Lumis, enters the ring, really rocking that Gilligan's Island hat that he is sporting. But speaking of buff men in hats, Axel with his Viking helmet, arguably the brawn of YFM, briefly entered the ring, which would make Deejay YFM's tank, while Ghostface fills that role for Sing in the Ring, and that would mean Shadow and Puff are the leaders. So everybody's got their own little role going on here, as Benatar appears to be getting ready to get somebody else in, but Lumis counters out of it. Crafty maneuver by the mustached man here. Now y'all are probably wondering, why is a man who is known for saying little to nothing, at least in his NXT run, doing in a boy band that usually requires singing? To that I say, that is a question for Sing in the Ring, because I have no idea. While Lumis eats a huge headbutt from, I know this was a delayed call, but yeah, Lumis ate a rather big headbutt from the big-headed man. But Lumis, he seems to be on top of Benatar. Can the fancy British band get out of a stun gun? Shades of stunning Steve Austin. Crafty maneuver as both teams get their tanks in, as we get two wide boys in both Deejay and Ghostface, and immediately Deejay showing his strength, lifting up the 500-pound Holla. That's right, recently he has announced that his new names will be both Holla and Ghosty, his boy band name here. Meanwhile, Shadow goes by Shady, Dexter Lumis goes by Dexty, and then appears Demi-fiend just goes by Demi. Not the most creative band member names, but at least they got a nice little logo, so that's something. They got a little bit. I think they're the first team to actually have a logo, so I guess that's to their credit, as Deejay tags in the brawn of YFM. Now, interesting note with Axel, he wasn't always the brawn of the group. Back then, he used to look quite a lot like Benatar, but recently he put on a Viking helmet, started lifting weights, and now he's pretty much a buff version of Joel from Vine Sauce, which is, interesting, but seems to be effective transformation, as he seems to be able to get the upper hand on Demi-fiend. Now, last time we saw Demi-fiend, he had a rather poor match with Alf, which got Philip mad enough to actually release him for a little bit. However, he did make Demi-fiend a deal that, an impressive handspring back and elbow by Axel. I fucking love that move. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So yeah, Demi-fiend was, oh my god, disrespectful show this. Demi-fiend was temporarily fired after his bad match with Alf. However, Philip did promise that if he fixed the universe, or did the whatever it was called at the end of the season finale, to basically fix all those, at least a majority of those glitches, he would rehire Demi-fiend. Which Demi-fiend did fulfill his promise, and now it seems that Philip has fulfilled his promise. So nice work by Philip to show up here as Shadow goes to work on Benatar. All those quick punches. And he's going for another round, really aiming for that tall head of Benatar. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, Demi-fiend now officially rehired, and in an interesting twist, decided to form a boy band with other Chaos veteran Holla. In fact, Holla has the most ring experience everyone here, as he even faced Disco Bear in the first ever Chaos. Though this was back when he was a lot skinnier and only went by Ghostface. And the only reason why Disco even fought him was for the Halloween special, but it ain't seemed to work out in the long run for Ghostface. I mean, once he came back with his massive weight gain, he managed to win the Thick title. So, that's been some for him. Ironic that a man that's 500 pounds won our cruiserweight title, but would it be AWS if things actually went well? Oh my god, Benatar tries to snap Shadow's arm and follows it up with a drop kick. Honestly, not a terrible idea. While Shadow may be more kick heavy, you still need those arms to both punch people, lift people. I mean, hell, it can also help you get the pin, so if Shadow's arms do hurt to properly pin you, that can make it a lot easier to break out, so very crafty move. Clearly that tall head has a lot of brain in there. It's now Benatar trying to break Shadow's arm again. God, this is surprisingly ruthless. Like, all the wrestlers to be this technical, I would not expect it to be Benatar. Usually Deejay's the most intelligent member of the gang, so, yeah, this is quite interesting, but Shadow, for some reason, allows Benatar to tag out to Axel. But Axel did eat an immediate super kick, and now he tags into his powerhouse, the gang. It's now powerhouse versus powerhouse. It's brawn versus brawn, as Axel with that fireman's carry spinebuster but got broken up. Deejay throws Demi aside. Once Axel got planned for Dexter, oh my god, an Axel uppercut. The YFMTS A2, but Dexter Lumis kicks out the last microsecond. That could not have been closer as Axel leg drops Shadow's arm, making again, YFM really working on Shadow's arm as half of their members have tried breaking it now. Like, oh my god, a suplex while Demi-fiend did like a springboard stomp on him. What a creative team maneuver on a sink in the rings part here. Accidentally throws him into Demi. I think they were trying a move, but Demi kind of botched it, so he kind of just fell with that. Great camera work by our crew, by the way, having a stroke while watching Benatar run. Just great camera work all around, I must say. Really getting that attention to detail. As seems okay, Axel's back out of the ring. Shadow tries running away, perhaps intimidated by the amount of muscular girth, while Lumis tries chasing after Axel. Ooh, Lumis is in YFM's corner. This is a very poor spot for Dexter to be in. AKA Samuel Shaw, as he's known as in Impact Wrestling, but yeah, Axel definitely has the advantage in this corner, though, 'cause if Dexter tries to pin him here, any of the YFM team members could break up the pin. And oh my god, a spinebuster onto the steps. Very interesting maneuver by Lumis, and he follows it up with silence while Axel tap out. Deejay tries breaking up, but he accidentally kicks Axel in the head, so he gives up. Luckily, Puff was able to break it up by kicking Dexter in the knee. Appears that A2 almost put Axel to sleep, but he woke up just in time to kick out. And oh my god, a German suplex on the steps now. Lumis really utilizing the steps to work on Axel. His capsule is going to be very damaged from all that abuse. Now Lumis goes after Puff. He was not a fan of Puff breaking up a submission hold. Puff attempts a clothesline, kinda hits Lumis, but he's unfazed. Did save Deejay though. Now he keeps working on the little man. Axel's back to his feet. Perhaps Lumis got too distracted here as Axel goes for a huge powerbomb onto the outside. Oh my god. Like, most people have a hard time even dealing with a normal powerbomb, let alone one that launches you all the way to the outside as Lumis kicks out the last second. Another really close pinfall by another very close pinfall. Seeing the ring really gonna need to step up their game, because no, that's the same as Civil War matches. Even losing one member can cause quite a downward spiral. I mean, heck, our last two Civil War matches ended in a sweep, both the Michael Television match and the communism versus capitalism match. So, yeah, both these teams are going to need to be very careful. Lumis attempts to choke out Axel again, but once again, Puff breaks it up. Puff, surprisingly good on defense. He's been surprisingly good about getting his team members out of jams. Perhaps saving those orphans in Orphan Tears Part 2 and 3 really changed how he is as a person. He's no longer the angry, selfish man, but rather someone who's willing to help out his allies. Even if he did purposely leave Benatar in the back, but hey, baby steps. As Axel throws Lumis onto the steps, or stairs, giving him a taste of his own medicine and follows it up with the YFMTS, yeah. Will this be enough? A, 2, D, Dexter Lumis gets eliminated. I almost said illuminated. I'm saying his last name a little too much there. So it is now 3-4. Seeing the ring is at a disadvantage. This could be a really good moment. Oh my god! The insane agility of Ghostface. And I gotta say, if Axel did not get out of the way, he probably would have died there. That is a 500-pound man jumping out of the ring and attempting to land on you. That's a lot of weight landing on you. Even my training would never have gotten that painful. And I was thrown off a cell every day by Philip. Black Hole saying, hey, but Deejay immediately breaking up. YFM is trying to get that sweep victory to really emphasize that their stable's here to stay. Because, obviously both these teams are hired on to Chaos, and a big Bray Wyatt-style tackle by Ghostface onto Axel. Yeah, YFM trying to get that sweep victory, though, because, do that can be a really good look for your team. The Communist Federation had a good victory with it. Michael Television straight up owns a show now, and winning in a dominant way definitely makes him look powerful. Benatar attempted the friend zone, but Ghostface gets out of the friend zone. He will not be locked in there. Because if you tap out to that move, you're in the friend zone. As we now get Leader versus Pretty Boy. Shadow gets in the ring and super kicks Benatar. Shadow very fond of super kicks. He follows it up with a deadlift German suplex. Some ultimate strength by the ultimate life form. And wait a minute, what's he going for here, eh? Oh, a damn 450 splash. That might be it. A, 2, but Axel breaks it up again at the last. A lot of very close calls in this Civil War match here as these teams really like to break it up at the last second. Very dramatic building, I must say. Oh, he attempted a dropkick, but Benatar slammed him down and stomped on his balls and now tags in Deejay. I'll see this match is so engaging, I'm going full play-by-play. I don't even have much of a tragic story to give here today. Though I am still prepping for my match against Philip, so be ready for that soon, as like with Sergeant Socialist, I'll inform you guys what happened to him soon. But not right now, though. Not right now. And, oh my god, big boy leg drop on that Shadow's arm as now Deejay has had his turn to try to break Shadow's arm. The only member who has not done that is Puff so far. If he does, every member of YFM has attempted to break Shadow's arm. They do not want that man to use it at all. Personally, I would aim for the legs, but like I said earlier, breaking the arm can be very effective for a defensive strategy, which seems to be what YFM specializes in. They're all about that defense. Ooh, Demi-fiend and Axel have a bit of a stare down here. Perhaps there's some history between these two. I don't know. Maybe Axel's mad that Demi-fiend beat up a Norse god, and now, Axel's trying to avenge the rock gods. Or maybe it was one of the rock gods that Demi fought, maybe the Demi-fiend fought Slash of Guns N' Roses. Another YFMDS as Shadow throws Benatar across the ring. Axel gives Shadow a taste of his own medicine. A lot of throwing going around this match, too. That's another thing I've noticed quite a bit. Deejay slams him down, and if I sound a little bit exhausted, that's because, a big super kick, but Deejay no-sells it. This is true. These two must have worked in the indies before, because Shadow's throwing out super kicks like they're nothing, while Deejay's taking them like they're nothing. There's also a lot of finisher kickouts, but will Deejay kick out in damn 450? Will this be enough to put Deejay away? 2. Nah, Deejay breaks out. Again, being an indie match, he kicks out of the finisher. But anyway, back to what I was saying though. If I sound a little exhausted, a little bit of a breaking the fourth wall time. This is actually my third time recording this match. First time I got almost done, only for my laptop to crash, and then on my second attempt, the audio didn't record. So I found out that if my laptop is on mute, it will refuse to record audio, so that's always fun. Joy, fun. So yeah, I'm watching this match a total of 3 hours. And I'll end up watching it a fourth time once it comes out, so it's my life. Just watching two bands beat each other up in the middle of the ring. Oh, Tank's going at it again, though. Puff was finally in the ring for a brief time, only for shout. Oh, bitch got a penis by Deejay. This might be it. 2. Oh no, Ghostface kicking out. Another finisher kicked out of. These teams are trying to do anything it takes to win, and Deejay just straight up sits on Ghostface for his efforts. The mad disrespect. He's calling Ghostface up, perhaps going for another bitch got a penis, but Ghostface reversed it. And he follows it up with a simple axe handle, sometimes it's only he's calling him up. Could Ghostface be going for the scary movie? What is Deejay's favorite? Oh, huge waist. Oh, but being Ghostface, he trips onto Deejay. That's a lot of man tripping on you. No, Benatar breaks it up. Again, trying to get that dominant victory. It's at the end of the day, that can really be a huge exclamation point on your record there. Getting a sweep victory. Meanwhile, Singing the Ring's main strategy is to try to get at least one of the members eliminated to even up the score. Big Jack Swagger style running Vader bomb right there. Interesting maneuver, I must say. But obviously effective. I mean, if Deejay was a normal sized man, he probably would have been flattened by now. Throws Deejay. Demi-fiend actually throws him up and Ghostface scoops him down with a power slam. However, it seems Demi wasn't confident enough in the move to really commit to the pin. Oh, he's getting Shadow in. He's gonna finish off this team move with a basic kick to the spine. Alright then, interesting strategy. Obviously didn't work too well because Deejay just immediately got back up. Deejay really does not like selling for Shadow. He can take a lot of Shadow sits while barely reacting. Benatar tried doing some, falling. Oh, but Benatar knocked Shadow back down. YFM really likes having Benatar compete. Meanwhile, Puff has not got weight. Could I be eating my words here? Is Puff finally gets tagged in the match. It only took 23 minutes, but the leader of YFM is finally actually competing in the match. It is a miracle. And immediately tries to break Shadow's arm. Every member of Your Favorite Martian has attempted to break Shadow's arm. Very interesting stat to have, to say the least here. Oops, Shadow breaks out of whatever Puff was going for there. Couple of kicks. And then flying Mayanera. He follows it up with a standing shooting star. The agility of Shadow amazes me. As he tags Ghostface in. But I think YFM's strategy is working because it seems that Shadow's been mostly just relying on. Oh my god! All that mass landing on Puff. Axel missed the breakup. Puff somehow able to break out of that pin. I don't know if Puff is really strong or what, but he just threw 500 pounds. Oh, he's going for the orphan tears. Will Ghostface tap out to it? Is Ghostface gonna tap out? Similar to the salt of the earth. He might break his arm. Can Ghostface get out? Oh, Ghostface slips out and Puff is pissed. He's getting that road rage. His temper is now starting to get to him. Runs through the stomps and he follows it up with yet another stomp by Puff. Puff is angry. He attempted a lion salt there, but it seems that Ghostface got up just in time. The thing about those tanky boys, they take a lot of hits. To quote Razzle, They have 800 HP. I just want to point out that Ghostface attempted to dive, but Axel reacted just in time to break it up and gave Puff the chance to finish that Lion's Soul. So great teamwork maneuver here by YFM, really showing their veteran status as a team right here. Like, honestly, for a band that seemed as dysfunctional as they did in YFMTS, they seem to be really well coordinated, even able to do a lot of good team moves on time. Really showing that their experience here, because I mean, they've been together since like, what, 2011? Even though they broke up. Oh my god, an outside powerbomb by Ghostface. Taking a move from Axel's book there, seeing how they like it. A2. Once again, Puff is able to break out, and Deejay dropkicked Ghostface, but just made him roll onto his feet. Impressive agility at Ghostface. Also, was a smart move keeping Puff in the Sing in the Ring corner, but he for some reason decided to give up that. Puff somehow monkey flip. How buff is Puff? Like, do those pudding pops that he stole from the local dance spot, like, does he still have the strength from that? Oh, he throws Ghostface into Axel. Axel lifts him up for a powerbomb. Puff assists him. Oh my god, double powerbomb. And Axel's so proud he starts saluting the rock gods with that. And even pounding his chest, more saluting to it, while using those Viking devil horns there. Just, damn. Like, I gotta give to YFM, they are a very strong team, being able to throw around 500 pounds like that. Axel tags in Benatar, his former twin. And Benatar seems to be going for a draping cutter right there. And it made Ghostface bleed through his mask. But Demi-fiend breaks it up. I'm getting maneuver by Benatar. I'm sorry, I'm like flicking all over there. Just amazed by these moves here. I've also been informed that his deadlift cutter is called Jupiter. Must be because he's lifting him up so high and dropping him so high that it's like he's falling through Jupiter. That or Jupiter is just on his mind. God, how many YFM references am I gonna throw in this match? But it seems that Sing in the Ring are still doing their thing, and really made Deejay feel the sting. See, I can reference Sing in the Ring's one song as well. But it seems that YFM's still using both their numbers game and experience to get ahead of... super kick. Man, Axel's eating so many super kicks from Shadow, I don't know. He must have some kind of brain damage by now if he doesn't already. Like, dear God, the amount... Shadow threw Axel so hard he knocked both Benatar and Deejay off their apron. Shadow's just getting pissed now. He's really feeling that frustration, trying to think what does it take to really take down YFM, get their defense off me. Because they've been breaking up all of his pin attempts. Both Deejay and Benatar are stunned. This could be a good opportunity for Shadow as he drops Axel with a mic check. Shades of Mr. Kennedy. Axel's bleeding, but seemed to have given him a much-needed adrenaline rush as he throws Shadow into the corner. The Mexico Plaza is getting excited here. Yeah, you don't want to make a rock star bleed because, he reversed some kind of attitude adjustment attempt. And now he eats a suplex into a GTS. Now Shadow's bleeding. Man, a lot of bloodshed in this match. Yeah, ever since Axel started bleeding, he's been on a tear here. Even slamming Shadow on that side apron, which is the hardest part of the ring. And then even throw Shadow into Demi-fiend's foot. Demi accidentally kicking his own partner. Axel's even gotten smarter since he started bleeding. Is that just what powers him up? Spilling that crimson from his head? Oh, Demi-fiend caught his leg, spins him around, and Shadow catches him into an Irish whip. A unique team maneuver by Sing in the Ring, but an effective one. Axel goes out, tags Puff in the ring. Now you gotta love a good hot tag as they awkwardly stumble around the ref until Puff grabs Shadow, takes him to the rope, and to finish off his hot tag, he goes for... Oh, this might actually be devastating. My balls! The Puff pile driver right right there. Is this enough? Oh, but Demi-fiend immediately breaking that up. He knew that might have been enough to take down his leader, Shady. So we finally got leader versus leader. Now Puff is on a tear with that springboard forearm, stunnering Ghostface to the outside. He has taken out the entire remaining members of Sing in the Ring by himself. Perhaps they were just saving the best for last. Is Puff like low-key some kind of beast? Is he like the ultimate fighter? I mean, he did take on some robot Chuck Norrises after all, with the help of Deejay and Wax, so... But another... Oh, Michael! It appears that Michael's starting to interfere in this match here. Is he sending some kind of signal to the Chaos brand? Perhaps asserting dominance. What an odd maneuver, but it didn't stop Shadow from hitting that damn 450. But Puff somehow breaking out of that. Puff has kicked out of 3 finishers. He's taken out the whole team. Like, an impressive debut. I mean, YFM in general, as well as Sing the Ring, have all done really well, but Puff has just been another level. He might be a future champion. Deejay breaking up the pin that time. He doesn't... Puff can only take so much 500-pound body splash, and how the big boys are fighting again. Seems Deejay and Ghostface really have that tanky rivalry going on right now, trying to see who is the superior big man. Or I guess more of a white man, but still. I still would not want to pick a fight with either of them, because all they'd have to do is sit on me and I would probably die. Oh, Puff with some kind of, like, inverted cutter, taking a page from Cody Rhodes' book and attempting a dirty pin. The dirty pin was enough to get Ghostface down for the count. This is now 2-4. YFM getting closer to that sweep victory. Shadow and Demi-fiend are really gonna have to work hard to try to even up the score, let alone get the win. It's not looking good for Sing in the Ring here. Perhaps if Shadow hits this damn 450, but he's hesitating. He's changing his mind. He's going the other way with a moonsault. A perfect moonsault by Shadow, almost as good as Santa's. But Axel breaks it up. Puff, arguably the best member, possibly the best member of the team. Axel knows how valuable he is. Does not want his leader getting eliminated here. Puff drags Shadow into the corner. Benatar gets tagged in. Surprising, a clothesline headbutt combo by the two. Now, for how much Puff frags on Benatar, they seem to be doing a lot of team moves together. It's almost like there's some kind of respect going on. It's an interesting form of respect just going on between them, really showing Puff's growth as a human being since freeing the orphans. Quite possibly one of the most engaging face turns on internet history. Shadow thinking of another diving move. What's he going for here against Benatar? He gave up. Thought he was too far away and he pays the price with a floating over neck breaker. The agility of Benatar here. Shadow keeps hesitating. His anger and his hesitation keep getting to him, but he makes up for it with a good German. But either way, this may be a challenge for Shadow, trying to really another super kick. Shadow's really got to get his head cleared out if he wants his comeback. He's going to the top rope. Benatar's in prime position for 450. A damn 450, but Benatar reverses it with the knees to the face, knocking Shadow dizzy as Benatar gets Deejay in the ring. But he eats a super kick. So many freaking super kicks by Shadow, dear lord. If this was a more edited episode, this would definitely be a super kick counter. However, Phil probably doesn't feel like watching this match 300 more times, so, we'll let the commenters down below count how many super kicks there are. Whoever is correct will get highlighted in the comments. That's really the best reward we have. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go one step beyond. If you can correctly say the amount of super kicks Shadow does in this match, you will get to decide what the next unorganized match will be. A very high honor, I must say. A very high honor. As Deejay does a little bit of showboating while Shadow's in the corner, taking him to the outside. He's going for another bitch got a penis, but Shadow reverses it into a falling reverse DDT. Is that enough to put the big man down? 2. Deejay gets eliminated. So we are now 3-2. The chances for Singing the Ring just got a lot better, especially with the brains of YFM gone. Might be a chance after all with Deejay getting a little too cocky there. But he's still got to deal with the buff Axel. I'll say, getting those gains definitely really helped benefit him for this match here. Perhaps the one he was the most prepared for, besides Puff himself. Shadow gets Demi-fiend back in finally. And now we have Braun versus Beauty. So, can Demi-fiend and Shadow possibly make the comeback of the century? Or will your favorite Martian's number games and technique? Oh my god, another YFMTS, yeah, by Axel. A devastating launching uppercut, but Demi-fiend somehow kicks out of it. It takes a man with the strength to set the universe to kick out of such a powerful punch, as now Benatar gets in the ring. The man who is very technical with his style. Notice that with him. Puff is a high flyer. Meanwhile, Shadow's also a high flyer. Demi-fiend and Benatar are both pretty technical. Axel and Dexter Lumis both had more power-based moves, and then Ghostface and Deejay both used a lot of big boy, I'm gonna splash and sit on you moves. Oh my god, another universal reset by Demi-fiend, which knocks Benatar dizzy. Surprised he didn't pin him after that, but he tags in Shadow to pin Benatar. All he did was give Benatar enough time to recover. Singing the Ring having a very sloppy strategy, I gotta say. A damn 450, maybe this is the comeback they need. 8-2. No, Axel breaks it up. Singing the Ring, I gotta say, happens to be a very sloppy stable. Like, they're very talented, but it seems they might be way in over their heads here as their strategies just have not been working for this match, even missing that springboard blockbuster there. So now we get leader versus leader again. Puff facing Shadow. Puff gets thrown to the corner. And Shadow decides to pay tribute to Dustin Rhodes with a natural bulldog. Very nice move, honestly. Pretty underrated. There's a reason why Chuck the Janitor uses that as his finisher. Shadow gets Demi-fiend back in the ring, aka Demi. Man who helped fix the universe. Was that enough to beat a angry gamer man? Swept sees gamer man Puff takes several punches to the face here. What could Demi-fiend be thinking here? Getting on to the top here? Going for the pixie plunge, perhaps? No, he hesitated too long as Benatar threw him down. I think Puff even purposely stayed kneeled down just to keep Demi-fiend's attention off Benatar. Again, some legitimately really clever strategies by YFM, a group that I did not expect to have clever strategies. Very impressive. Benatar throws Demi out of the ring. We're back to Pretty Boy versus Pretty Boy. Now at a point where we began, just like how we began. These two started us. Could these two also perhaps finish us? I guess only time will tell as Benatar goes to work on the arms and now going for a ring of Saturn. Or I guess it'd be a ring of Jupiter in this case, but I don't think Jupiter has any rings as far as I'm concerned. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I don't think Jupiter has any rings. It's Benatar. Oh, he gets Demi reverses a friend zone as he now lands on his feet perfectly. Benatar is dazed. Demi's smart enough to stay world's strongest slam. Interesting maneuver by Demi-fiend, but he's got Benatar in Sing the Ring's corner. If Demi can utilize this might be enough to get Sing the Ring the comeback thing, or he could get in the ring taunt. Okay, and then get back out of the ring so Benatar is able to grab you and throw your face in the corner. Sing in the Ring, I'm really trying to help put you guys over. I really am. I try to make the competitors look as good as possible, but or I guess vocally anyway. Oh, another universal reset, but you guys just have a terrible strategy. But maybe they're finally getting smart. A2, Axel running all the way there to break up the pin. Impressive speed by Axel here. And then he eats a universal reset of his own by Demi-fiend. But But that may be enough to help Benatar recover, because Demi-fiend is now too frustrated at Axel. Sitting in the ring, getting way too unfocused. The experience of YFM really showing its effect here, as they just keep outsmarting Sing in the ring. Is this enough to put Demi away? Hey, two. Shadow almost hesitated a little too long, but he was able to break it up just in time. Benatar's getting frustrated as he busts Demi open. He's definitely gonna need some healers for that. And now Demi's in the friend zone. Is he gonna tap old Benatar? Can he get out of the friend zone? No, Demi-fiend is stuck in the friend zone now. Oh, he's never gonna get the pixie booty now. Shadow immediately going for that corkscrew crossbody. It is now 1-3. The chances are not looking good for Shadow. And he does an unnecessary chaos control kick onto Axel. Like, there was no reason to do that, Shadow. Like, the man was already stunned. This is completely unnecessary, Shadow. You're just getting distracted from your actual opponent. Shadow doesn't stay focused. This might end up costing his team. I mean, he's already down 1-3. It's gonna take a bit of a miracle to come back from this. He was able to withstand that clothesline, though. So, can the Ultimate Life Form make this comeback? Or is he too angry at Axel? He keeps forgetting that Benatar is the legal opponent. And again, he focuses on the wrong man. I don't know if, like, Shadow's trying to weaken him for later, but... Oh, and a huge dive by Benatar, but neither man react. I guess in a way, Shadow kind of used Axel as a meat shield for that, so... Maybe Shadow's being more intelligent than I thought. Maybe there's more to his plan than meets the eye. As he gets Benatar, he's trying to get him up. Ref gets in the ring. Oh no, Japanese ref actually eats a springboard over Castle, but that doesn't stop Shadow from hitting Benatar with the chaos control kick. But Puff breaks it up. Shadow overlooked the fact that there's still 3 members of YFM left. It's gonna take a miracle, but Shadow seems to have knocked the remaining 3 members down. Each leader having their time to shine. Shadow's gonna have to really unleash all that power to try to take everyone down. Now's his best chance though, with the other 2 members stunned. But Benatar's back in control. Shadow may have given Benatar too much time to recover. Oh my god. Again, we're trying to break the arm. Shadow's gonna need to go to the hospital after this, but Benatar eats a code breaker. And gets followed with a twin leg drop to the nuts. Shadow trying to do anything he can to even make it 1-on-2 would definitely increase his chances by quite a lot, but eating a springboard stunner and then fall with a diving splash onto Shadow's legs. Benatar really working all the limbs here. And now he's stomping on the legs too, trying to prevent Shadow from being able to use his main weapon properly. You take down Shadow's legs, it's not going to be able to run, it's going to make it a lot harder to kick. Benatar just wants to put this man in a hospital bed right now, trying to destroy each and every one of his limbs. And once again, Axel trying to help out his friend, but eats a backbreaker. This may have given Benatar once again enough time to recover. Axel really putting his body on the line to help his team. You'll have to respect it. Axel, Shadow runs out of the way from Benatar's springboard outside dive. And now he's once again focusing on Axel, trying to tear the big man down. But again, Benatar recovers. And now that Axel's reversed it, but Benatar is too slow. He eats a German followed by a Bray Wyatt pin, A2D. Benatar gets eliminated. Shadow's chances just got a lot better as it is now down to 1-on-2. Shadow taking on both Puff and Axel. Axel getting up, Shadow with a diving double axe handle. Attempted to move, Axel breaks out of it. And a falling inverted DDT, that was the move he put Deejay away with. Shadow's not done, he doesn't think that's enough to stop Axel. Either that or he's letting his anger get to him. Is Axel in his position though? A damn 450. This might be it. 2. Puff breaking it up again at the last second. Puff does not want this match to go one-on-one because that would substantially increase Shadow's chances. Plus, I mean, if you blow a 3-1 lead, that could really hurt your chances. Shadow, think about going for another damn fourth. Oh my god! He attempted to move on Axel, but Puff caught him in mid-air with the Codebreaker mid-air. That double knee. That might be it. Shadow appears to be down for the count as Axel vultures the result. A, 2, D, that mid-air Codebreaker was enough to take down Shadow as YFM takes the victory. They have defeated Sing in the Ring. It was with 2 members still remaining, Puff and Axel being the survivors. Man, what a chaotic hour-long special here. Something that'll hopefully appeal to you guys for a little bit since we'll be going on a bit of a 1-week break. Hopefully there'll be an Unbounded featuring Buzz Lightyear to celebrate the movie coming out, but I guess we'll have to see on that regard. Man, what a crazy match here. That's why everyone stands proudly. At least the victories remembered all 4 members. This team worked really well together. Sing in the Ring was definitely very impressive, but at the end of the day, YFM they've just known each other longer, so they've definitely had more of the strategy, the defense, the techniques, the variety of skills. And you know what? I agree with that 5-star rating. It's been choked the Flying Phillip, and what a match.